Hello, welcome back to the weekly Geekdom. I am Ben, and with me is my partner in crime, my main man, Josh. How are you doing today?
I am quite well, sir. It's been a interesting week in the world of film and TV. Ben, I've been pretty good, man. It's a good day. Ready to talk about what we have listed down. So let's see what we got.
Going to be interesting. We have some good news, some tired news, but we feel like we need to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't we get that out of the way first? Ezra Miller, man. What can you say about this guy?
It's constant, constant, constant problems. It's something every single week. When does it stop? When will Warner Brothers answer? I feel as though there needs to be also an apology to the entire cast. I mean, a serious apology, and not even just the cast, but everybody that's worked on this movie that have put time and effort in, and now it's going to be hard to get out because you're just a bad person. I mean, I don't understand. Like, just come on, man. The-
I mean, God, if we thought it was bad before, this grooming situation, that I think that takes it to a whole nother level. What do you think?
Absolutely. There's a lot going on as far as that as well, and it's just like it kind of just adds fuel to the fire. I mean, this whole grooming thing, it's it's predatory. Like, I mean, it's not right. Let people grow up to who they choose to be, not who you're trying to, force them in a way to be. I don't like that. It just doesn't sit right with me. I think Warner Brothers needs to say something.
I mean, we're not going to get into the whole parents thing because frankly, we don't know. That's none of our business. There might be some stuff to that, there might not be, we don't know. But when it affects the movie they're making, when it affects Warner Brothers, what is Warner Brothers supposed to do? Are they at the point where now they can't talk about it or anything?
It's see the whole thing is if you don't address it, you're going to get these constant, pretty much not harassment, but people are going to be asking questions more aggressively. Like, why isn't something being said? And if you answer it, they're kind of like, and depending on your answer, they may be in a way falling on their own swords. And I just think that they're feeling like they're in a rock and a hard place right now. But I would just think like, look, if you're not saying something, it's almost like you're just approving without approving of what's going on. And if you don't intervene at any point in time, and who knows how much worse this could get. I mean, they're already on the run still, correct?
Right, they're on the run. I mean, I I think I know how worse it can get, and it's incredibly sad. I think somebody's going to lose a life, sadly.
I hope
And
not.
I hope not, but I mean, I don't know how between they're on the run and I don't know. I'm speechless,
I mean, I'll,
and
I'll,
I don't get
mhm.
why this guy has special treatment.
I don't know. I wish I had the info. I wish I could be a fly on the wall in these situations because and you bring up a good point, Ben. If someone loses a life in this situation, will that be the straw that brings Warner Brothers back? I mean, obviously, God forbid something like that happens, but I mean, if we're at this point now, if we're at this stage and you're still not saying anything, I mean, what does it take for you to have to say something and for someone to lose a life as a result of not doing what you should do? you're going to have a lot of questions you have to answer, and you'll have a huge lawsuit on your hands.
I mean, and now they're talking about apparently there's a new, new minor that Ezra has been harassing. I mean, this problem, I hate to say it, this problem is not going away. It's only getting worse and worse. It's
Absolutely.
becoming, I think he's becoming a little bit of a, they all, forgive me, they're becoming a little bit of a court leader, what it looks like.
Yeah. It's it's a rough situation. So I just hope that things get fixed or solved pretty soon. Um I would
I
hate for
mean,
I would really hate for the worst to happen.
me too. Talking about the movie for a second.
Hmm.
You know, that's what we're really fans of. The movies, The Flash. I think at this point, they have no choice but to put it on HBO Max. You agree with that?
I mean, I think the answer to that is still a yes, but then I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to not release it at all. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I think that they'll. Again, I think that they will put it on HBO Max because they did put time and money into it, so they're going to want to get some return of investment on that. But I mean, just considering the state of things, I could also see why they wouldn't want to release it at all. Just to be completely honest.
You know, there's somebody I keep bringing up, and it needs to be talked about.
Mhm.
In 2002, the, Michael Keaton was supposed to come back as Batman. He was supposed to make his big return as Batman. You know how big that is? You know how monumental that would have been?
For that time, most definitely. I mean, it, it's just coming off of Batman and Robin. Yeah, it would definitely mean something.
I mean, he's my favorite Batman. I like Christian Bale, I like Ben Affleck, but my personal favorite Batman is Michael Keaton. I was pumped to see him again.
You're gonna sue
What does he think? What is going through his head right now?
him? He's got to be. He's got to be disappointed. I mean, how else would you feel? You put time and energy into something, building a relationship with a cast. You're reprising a role you haven't done in a while, and it's like it could be nostalgic for you. And then you have all of these different situations that start to put some pressure on your film, and now you're wondering, well, will this ever be made? Am I going to get anything out of this? Did I waste my time? Not trying to be like pessimistic, but just saying like when you think about it at its core, with what everyone is trying to do and produce in this movie, and the time it takes, it's money involved too. So I mean,
It
it,
is
I,
interesting to me. It is, I'm sorry, excuse me for a second.
mm,
It is interesting to me. During the filming of this movie, we never heard anything about this from Miller.
mm,
And correct me if
that's
I'm
true.
wrong. We never heard we never heard anything about a bad set. We never heard about people not getting along, right?
Well, not so much that it was only that he wanted to have a hand in writing the script and directing at that time.
Right.
But that
But
was the only thing. But nothing serious to this level.
yeah.
No.
So yeah, and I'm just guessing, I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe Michael Keaton was like keeping an eye out on him, making sure he didn't do anything. I mean,
Could have taken him under his wing. I mean, under his.
so nice fun, Batman. I see what you did there.
I,
I see
I
what.
I appreciate that. Not everybody can be on the wings of night, but
Oh,
it's
oh, oh,
ah, there we go.
oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an ongoing story.
Hmm.
We're going to keep talking about it because I think not talking about it is worse than talking about it.
Yeah, this is truly Ezra Miller under the red hood. Um,
Yeah.
that couldn't help it, Ben. I couldn't help it. It was there. It wrote itself. I mean, hey, there we go. That which is a great uh DC animated movie. Actually, it's a really
Oh
good
yeah,
one.
I really like that. That
Yeah,
was isn't that didn't Jason Eccles do one of the voices?
yeah. He was Jason Todd actually.
Okay, okay.
Hmm. Yeah, that
Speaking
was.
of Jason Eccles, I haven't. I'm not caught up, but how are you liking the boys this season?
I need to watch episodes 4 and 5. I
Okay.
heard something about just Soldier Boy's appearance, but I've talked to some people in our Facebook group. Shared this with Steven actually, and I
Okay.
was saying, I think that he thinks that the weapon that they're looking for is a red herring. I said that would make sense, and I think that also Ryan, Homelander's son,
Yeah.
I think that he will be the one to take out Homelander.
Ooh.
I think that's how that's going to go down. I think like
Yeah.
there might be like a fight with him and Butcher will be on the ropes, and the son just comes in, takes out his dad.
Kind of remind me of another little franchise you're watching for the first time.
Ah, yes, which has been a fun ride. On
Yeah. Okay. Let's
yeah,
get into it.
well, you know what?
Empire
Great
Strikes.
segue.
You like that, huh?
That was good. That was good. Okay, I see Ben showing off. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, let's see. Empire Strikes Back. Where do I begin? Um, well, it was. I really like the build up of how they
Okay.
do their movies. It's kind of like it starts with with a grand opening, and then it kind of not so much lulls, but it's just the pacing of it
Yeah.
just keeps you going, right? You just stay with the adventure the whole time, whether it's something dark, something light. You just keep going with it, and then you get to this great crescendo. And I like the different variations of the Imperial March too, because I was
Mm.
thinking to myself, I was like, this theme is very repetitive. But then I'm like, I like the different tones that he uses with it for different scenes, and it all works together. Like, okay, John Williams, I see you on that. Um, Vader, I could see why. I could see why people are big fans of him as a villain. Uh,
Oh, in
yeah,
my opinion, he is the best movie villain in movies.
he scary. Look, the way I don't know, I forgot the name of the ship they were on when Luke finds him. But when he pops out of the shadows, I nearly jumped out of my seat. I said, "Where did you come from? How did you get here so quickly?" It's like they were just talking about. I felt like they were in a different system, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's there. It's like the boogeyman. I mean,
What did you think of Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. That was Boba Fett. Okay, I was just trying to be
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
because I wasn't like I know it's Boba Fett, but then I know there's also a Jango Fett, but I don't know when he comes in.
yeah, but Jango Fett is in the past. He's in the prequels.
Okay, all right, cool. Uh, yeah, I like Boba Fett. I just want to see. I want to see what more they have going on with him. I like the whole bounty hunter chasing after them, seen as a subplot. Jeez, um, that was really interesting. I tell you what, though, um, the scenes with Yoda were so they hit you right here in the heart, man.
Yes, they knew.
They definitely do. I felt that like his wisdom, man. Yeah.
Let me ask you. before you watch this, did you know who Yoda is? Were
Yeah,
you familiar? Okay, okay.
but I didn't like I didn't know what all entailed him. I mean, I remember the scene. I can't remember what he said verbatim, but I remember the scene of The Office with Steve Carell as Michael when he was doing his Yoda voice. Thought that was pretty funny. I was trying to work on it a little bit, but I'll have it for you next week. Let's see how it is after Return of the Jedi, and I'll do
Do
my Yoda.
you or do you or do you not really not try?
Do or do not. You're right. There is no Ben. When I heard that line, I had to get up and start clapping. I had to, because was that right there was the line that made me say, you know what? I wish Yoda was my Jedi Master. Because brilliant.
What do you think of this crossover movie? Uh, movie where you have two mentors teaming up to teach a class. Yoda and Mr. Miyagi.
That would be fun. Sign me up. Absolutely. Yes. The Karate Kid meets Star Wars. What a galactic karate chopping adventure. I'm down for it. Ben, let's get that machine rolling.
Yep, let's do it. Let's do it, my friend.
Oh man. Yeah, but I'm really enjoying the movie so far, and the duel at the end, like I told you, that was phew, that was
Wait,
awesome.
to, wait till you see the next duel in Return of the Jedi.
Oh man. Okay. It's like it's emotional, it's heart pounding. It's just you're when he slices off his hand, you're like, how does he get like you know what? Don't even tell me. I was wondering if he gets like a robotic hand, but
You see
oh
it.
no,
You
oh
see
no,
it.
that's
You
right,
see
that's
it.
right.
You
Hmm.
see it at the end.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Yeah, and they switched his hand out, and
Yeah,
that's why I was wondering what was going on. Okay, I got you. I remember. Yeah, that
yeah.
was I like that. I really like that one. So, Return of the Jedi, I will get on quickly. Then I will start the prequels.
I'm curious what you think of the prequels.
I will let you know. I'm also I have to watch episode 5 of Obi-Wan. Episode 6 is next week, correct?
Yeah, the finale.
Okay. All right.
The
Okay, I just
finale.
got to finish episode 4. I heard people aren't really liking 4 so much, but they really like 5.
Yes, that is true. I like four more than most people, but five is great.
Mm, okay. Do you feel like it's so far would you say that would you consider it up there with your favorite Star Wars shows so far?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
If they stick the 90, if they stick the 90 like I think they will, it will be my favorite show.
What's your theory on the well, I mean, well, let me put it like this. Is it so much that the ending's confirmed or do we already know like or do you have a prediction in a way? Let me put it like this. Because of the fact that the prequels already came out, do you already know how this in this series is going to end or do you feel like you have a different thought on how they'll end
I
it?
have a theory, and a theory on top of a theory. My theory is, I don't know if you know this character. Did you know that Liam Neeson was in the prequels?
Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay. My theory is the final scene of the finale,
Mhm.
he will pop up as a force ghost. I don't know if you know what a force ghost is yet or not.
That was what Ben Kenobi was when he first appeared to Luke at the
Right,
beginning of Empire.
right.
Yes, see, it's here. I got you.
Okay. My theory is Qui-Gon is going to show up at the final scene.
Mhm.
Tell Obi-Wan, okay, now it's time for you to get into fighting shape. And that will lead us into, if there's a season two, that will lead us right into season two. And that's when we're going to get more Qui-Gon.
Okay. Do you think that they'll do you believe in what Ewan McGregor Ewan McGregor said at Star Wars Celebration? Do you think that
And
there'll be
then,
10 episodes.
No. I think
No.
there will be a season. I think a season 2 is more likely than 10 episodes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I'm thinking, I'm wondering if I mean, not Marvel, but Disney Plus itself is going to start expanding some of their shows as the season goes on, as opposed to
I,
just keeping it at six.
I know most people are wanting it 10, but I'm happy with 6.
Yeah.
I like the 6 episode format when
Do you,
it works.
do you feel like the pacing in Obi-Wan has been good for you?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what's up.
yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I mean, I felt the same way too. I mean, it's also like I'm new to it still, but I mean, everything was like I said, everything fell in line. It made sense to me. And I didn't mind what I didn't I genuinely didn't mind what I was seeing. I thought it was a really cool intro to the character. To be honest with you,
Well, this would be your intro. That, I'm so interested to see this is your intro to Star Wars, Obi-Wan, the show, because you never seen Obi-Wan until this, right?
right?
It's interesting, man. It's interesting.
Well, can't
Talk,
wait to
talk,
explore.
talking about Disney Plus
Hmm.
and that galaxy out there. There's another show that killed the galaxy this week on Disney Plus. And had an episode 2,
Ah, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Did you watch
Still,
it?
I'm still behind, but if you've watched it, I want to know your critique on it.
Okay, I don't remember what. I mean, this episode was her getting more used to her powers,
Hmm.
so it was okay. I'm still not loving it though, man. I mean, it's good, and I appreciate how good it is. And if people love it, I'm happy for them. It is not for me.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's? I don't want to feel like I'm being unfair to it because I haven't looked at it yet. But just for general question, do you feel like it's trying to be almost too much like Spider-Man, or do you feel like it's just not?
No, no. Don't get me wrong. For what it's trying to do, it's pulling off. It's doing everything well.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't think I'm the demographic for it. That's all. I
Okay.
think I'm too old, and it's all about a high school student who's 15 years old. I mean, I went to high school. I've been through that. I don't need to relive it, so to speak.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I got you. I got you. That makes complete sense. Yeah. I'll check it out, and next week I'll have something to talk about and share because I do want to see it. Want to see how not only how this ties into everything else, but just this character alone, and see you know if sh just to see if I can build a relationship with this character in a way. Um, that's that's all. Because like I mean, even with the marketing, I haven't been that interested. I wasn't that interested in the character to begin with, but I do want to give it a chance. Is all.
That's what I'm doing. I'm giving it a chance, man. Hey, not everything is for everyone, man.
Right.
I'm,
That's fair and true.
I mean,
My mother, she doesn't like superhero films. I'm like, you've never sat and watched one. There's a lot that you can get out of it. She's like, nope, I can't do it. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. Everything is not for everyone. That is true.
right.
Hey, you know. But oh, question for you.
Yes.
Did you hear about a musical?
Yes. This is going to be, it was so, it hit me like a ton of bricks that I couldn't help laughing about it.
Hmm. You know, a musical starring a psycho set of clowns that we're familiar with from DC Comics, Joker
Yes.
and Harley Quinn. Ben, what do you think about the stylization of how Todd Phillips wants to do this?
In telling the truth, when I first heard it, I wasn't on board. I wasn't on board. Because I loved Joker 1. I love the tone of that. First
Absolutely.
of all, first of all, I'm not the biggest Lady Gaga fan.
Mm.
So I heard she was going to be in it, and I'm like,
You showed your poker
okay,
face.
yeah,
I, c- I couldn't help it. It's just there,
it's right there, yeah.
you know.
So yeah, Lady Gaga's in it, fine.
Hmm.
Now we know it's going to be a musical. Okay, I don't see it, but I love the first one, so I'm willing to wait until I see the trailer to see if I want to see the movie or not.
Mm. That makes
What do
that's
you
fair.
think, my man? What do you
I
think of it?
I when I first heard it myself, I wasn't a fan of the thought, but then I started to let it sink in, and I said, you know what? If I haven't seen La La Land, but from what I could gather from trailer clips, if they did a sadistic take on that with Joker and Harley Quinn, and it's kind of like them and their own delusions, kind of similar, literally what Robert Meyer Burnett said on Camp Your Show. I had the same exact thought, and
Right.
if they did maybe a I don't know like an old Hollywood classic musical. Anyway, similar because like it would kind of meet the same tone, like the tone of Joker, but then you just
I,
add in that musical element.
I would want a mix between Joker, La La Land, and Sweeney Todd. Make a
Mm,
mix of music, all those movies together, and I think you could have something.
that's a good analysis. That's a good one. I like that actually. I was thinking maybe Les Mis, but I don't really see that fitting in. I don't see that fitting in with Joker, but I think with what you said, yeah, definitely that I could get on board with that. And Joaquin Phoenix, I mean, never heard the man sing, so I guess this will be a first.
You never saw Walk the Line?
Wow, duh, yes, yeah, I saw Walk the Line when he played Johnny Cash. That was such a
Yeah.
good movie. Yeah,
Oh, I
I
love
love.
that movie.
Yeah, I gotta
I love
rewatch
that.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah, me too. It's been a minute, but it was great.
him and
Have
Reese
you
Witherspoon.
ever have you ever seen the parody of that with John C. Riley called
Oh,
what
is
was
it the
it?
Bob Dylan one?
Was Bob Dylan? No, it was called what the fuck was it called? What called? What called? And
Oh,
they were called
I heard of that one. The Jimmy. I
the
know what you're talking about.
the doing cock story.
Yes, I did not. Now I see. I want to watch that one. I didn't realize that that was a parody of Off the Line.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
And talking about The Office, Jenna Fisher is in it.
Really? I'm guessing she
Yeah,
plays his wife.
like the love interest. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna check that
Eh,
one out.
if you're a fan of John C. Riley and that kind of humor,
Oh
I
yeah.
think you'll like it.
Love Step Brothers. I want to see him in. I gotta check out Winning Time. I heard he's really good in
Yeah,
that.
me too. Talking about the Step Brothers, Tammy, when you hear the song Sweet Sound of Mine from the Floor Trailer, tell me you don't think of that one scene at the Step Brothers with our family singing it in the car.
Man, look, it's that's why I always love when you see like one thing in one movie and then it connects to another. You're just like, you know what? I remember this from that, and it's like, hey, they're all just coming together. I love it. It's that's a classic one. Even the Ricky Bobby story of
Oh,
Talladega
yes,
Nights. Ah, yeah, love
yes.
that. Love that one.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know where to put my hands. I don't know where to put my hands.
Oh man, yeah, the classics, man. I tell you what, if just back on Joker for a moment, if um if this works, do you think that DC could be not so much on par with Marvel, but do you think that they will somewhat have Marvel's number in a particular category?
Well, I think DC is doing the one thing Marvel won't do and can't do. DC is making different kinds of movies, great solo, great individual stories about characters.
Hmm.
Marvel makes great characters, well, they have to interact, they have to connect. They can't really explore. They can, but they can't. They, they're already pushing up boundaries of what they can do.
Hmm.
But DC really is boundless, and they could really go anywhere they want to. They want to do a Joker movie. They did a Joker movie. They want to do a Blue Beetle. They're doing a Blue Beetle.
Hmm.
They wanted to do the Wonder Twins movie for some reason
No,
until the action stuff kept crashing down.
he said, nope, it's not happening. Freedom, like that's it's not.
I'm not going to lie though. I'm
Mm.
not going to lie. There was a part of me that would have liked to see that movie.
You
For
want to see
whatever
Wonder
reason,
Twins?
well, I just wanted to see what they would have done.
Mm. Yeah, it would have been. Definitely would have been interesting. I just think Zaslav has been. He's been going to work. He has been cutting the fat week by week, and it's just like, man. I heard something else he did this week. It was, I think, in relation to Gennady Tartakovsky and the animation department.
Right.
I think that's
Mm,
exciting news.
yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he
Zaslav, man, he's making moves. You're right.
definitely. Have
99% of the move, 99% he's making moves. That damn 1% though. I don't know what it is about Miller. Ezra Miller to bring it back to them. I mean,
maybe he's charging up for that one. Maybe he's on quest
I,
for a greater weapon to use. Who knows?
I have to think they're talking about it every day.
Oh, they
They're,
have to
I have to think they're in meetings 24/7 trying to figure out what the hell to do about this damn movie and this damn. I think what they decide what they're going to do with the movie, I think they're going to get rid of him right away after the movie.
be.
After
Yeah.
the movie comes out, I think we'll hear a week later, oh yeah, due to creative differences, Ezra Miller won't be attached to any more DC movies.
No, well, I
And,
mean,
and, and people will say, creative differences. You mean the fact that he's been messing up and messing with your comedy?
oh,
Okay, at least you're doing something.
I don't know. I guess Warner Brothers thought that the Speed Force would not catch up to them, and it did. And
Mm.
we are at a point now where Ben, it seems that our let's just hope that our film multiverse does not collapse. Put it that way.
Oh, and talking about multiverse,
Hmm.
I saw another movie about the multiverse movie this week.
Ah, yes, we haven't had a
Uh,
conversation on this one.
yes, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I finally saw it.
What'd you think?
I really liked it. In the middle, it got a little too crazy for me, but going to give a spoiler here. Spoiler in five, four, three, two, one. I loved that it had, when it was all said and done, I loved it was about the mother and the daughter relationship.
Absolutely.
I love it was take away all the crazy, take out all about the after stuff. When you sit down and realize it's all about the mother and daughter, it gets you. Seeing them in that parking lot scene, that scene was amazing.
Yeah. That that scene broke me. That scene broke me. I was definitely I wept a bit. That was a really good scene. And you're right, it was powerful because I loved how they take all of this craziness. They take something that on the surface looks so crazy and complex, but at its core is so simple and you just
Yeah,
grasp it, you know? And what the other thing, I mean, I love the multiverse aspects. I loved even did you enjoy this? There was another scene that really stood out to me. The scene with the rocks.
yeah, that didn't work for me. I'm sorry.
Really?
Uh, that didn't work for me.
Mm.
It kind of reminded. Have you ever heard of that movie Rubber
Yeah.
about that killer tire?
Mhm.
Kind of reminded me of that. I don't know.
Well, mm, see, I mean, for me, because I saw a meme not that long ago that was kind of similar to that, and I thought about it as I was looking at it, but I just thought it was so just that underlying nature of it, um, and the creativity behind it, how they made that work. I mean, it worked for me, and just taking these rocks, kind of having this conversation on screen, and just kind of sharing feelings in a different way. That's
Yeah,
why, and that's another thing that I like that I think that this movie had strength over Doctor Strange for was really getting into those multiverses. Now, I know in my review I said something like I said that I didn't know why people were complaining because we did get to see like that one scene where they're flipping through
right.
different multiverses. But I saw this after Doctor Strange. So when I saw this, I'm like, this is how you do it. Like really, truly, and science fiction. It's great, man.
I have to say, I'm right. I like Doctor Strange too.
Hmm.
I read all the time. Yeah, I have to say, I think I agree with everyone. They did the multiverse better in this than Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, and I mean, even with the whole things of like your individual choices, kind of altering who you might be in a different life. It's just like that's crazy stuff. Like when you, because these are things that people also think about. I mean, I know I've thought about, but just that wonder. It's like, man, eh, that's incredible.
Have you ever seen that Nicolas Cage movie, The Family Man?
No, I have not. What year was that?
I want to say it was either 2000 or 2001.
Okay, what's it about?
Okay, this man who's a big businessman, big time businessman, he he met somebody one night that that gave him a flip.
Hmm.
He one morning he woke up in a country house, married to his like high school sweetheart. They had they had a wife, they had kids, they had a life. They were in love. They were in love.
Hmm.
And then it showed him if he did this one thing different, his whole life could have ended up in a whole different place.
Mm. All right. I'm gonna write that one down.
It's a really good Nicolas Cage movie. Non Chino in it. Non Chino is in it. Oh, and he's gone. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. You got me. Hold on. Let me see if the camera's on. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And here I am. There we go. Whoa,
Alright. Oh, good.
it is
Uh,
very dark. You know what?
yeah.
Okay, we'll be fine. I think.
It wouldn't be a YouTube stream without any technical issues. You know what
You
I
know,
mean, man?
you're absolutely right. I mean, I just don't understand how this happens. I mean, look at this. Let's switch up the resolution. YouTube, stop screwing us over. All we're trying to do is have a great show.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And here we are.
There we go. There we go.
Excellent, excellent. Uh, you know, are you an Avatar fan, Ben? Speaking of balancing things.
I never seen the show. I'm assuming you mean the show and not the movie.
Oh, you gotta see the. Oh man, I'm telling that show is everything. I mean, like the movie, as stated before, when we had the poll up for or the question was up, what's the worst movie you've ever seen? The Last Airbender came up quite often, and rightfully so. It's a disgusting heap of trash, and it's just I strongly feel like M Night should not have been near this. Creators should have, maybe said, maybe let's not do this, but hey, it's in the past. We got some things coming, and I think that the show is phenomenal with the stories that they tell and the journey that you go on, and just the different elements and learning about this culture and the world building is just on par with Lord of the Rings, honestly. Legend of Korra has its ups and downs, but I like to say it has a little more ups than downs. But Avatar, The Last Airbender, it's perfect. It's a great show. It, what when you get a chance, it's on Netflix. Check it out. Definitely check
Yeah,
it out.
I'll give it a chance. When I have time, I'll give it a chance. Speaking of a show, Josh, you were
Mhm.
into Game of Thrones, right?
I am stuck on season 1, episode 9, but I'm working my way through. But
Okay.
I love what I see so far.
You like Jon Snow?
Yes.
Did
He's
you see the news today?
yeah, apparently getting a spin-off show.
Yeah.
Do you okay. So I saw something today and I know that you've finished Game of Thrones
Yeah.
and I just want to know what you think about this question that came up that I saw someone say. Do you believe that this show was only being done to make up for what happened with the finale?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh.
Really thinking hard here, huh? Really grinding your gears, isn't it?
No, I don't think that.
You don't think
Uh,
so?
no.
All right.
I think, yeah, I think they're seeing all the success that other streaming services are having with individual characters, Loki, Obi-Wan, who else? Miss Marvel, Captain of the Winter Soldier. I think HBO was like, okay, we had one of the best TV shows ever.
Mhm.
Who can we make a show about? Jon Snow. That's the one of Jon Snow.
What do you think they'll do? I mean, well, maybe that'll be hard to say
Yeah,
without.
I can't say because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Uh, I think they're going to continue on where they left off with him.
Okay. All
Uh,
right.
I don't think that gives anything away for you, but they're going to continue his path.
He strikes me as the lone wolf among the group. Um, Kind of like the lone gunslinger that rides into town. That's kind of the vibe he's giving me a little bit.
You'll have to see. I'm not going to tell you anything. You
All
have
right,
to see for yourself.
cool, cool. I'm excited. I will binge through that and let you know. I will be a member of House Stark.
Do you know one of the most famous House Knocks? Sir Anthony.
So Anthony Stark at your service.
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark is the greatest of Starks, truly.
Oh, yeah,
He
or should I say Tony Snake?
Is this? You got a box here for Tony Stank? I love it. Love it. It's like Tony Stank. Oh man, just I
That,
love what
that,
John
might,
Chino's banter was great, man.
that might be my favorite standing cameo in the MCU.
You know, I like that one, and there's the one with him in the car. He's like, "Make love, not war." I
Yeah,
love that.
that in Endgame, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I like that, but for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't put him at the funeral. I wouldn't put him
Ooh.
at Tony Stark's funeral.
Mm. That's deep, man.
I would have taken out because nobody, people say they did, but no, they didn't. Nobody knew who that one kid was from Iron Man 3.
I remembered. I forgot the kid's name. Was it Ty Simpkins? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Ty. Yeah,
but nobody, do you remember that character?
yeah. The kid that was helping him rebuild his suit when he fell in
Okay.
Tennessee. I remember. Yeah, yeah. When I saw it in theaters for the first time, I was like, "Oh snap! That's him. How did he? Like, that? That's
Okay, okay. Well, okay. I never would have taken him out and put Stanley in.
mm. I mean, you know what? That that would have been emotional. Um, and I could see
Well,
why. Yeah.
only because you have Stanley there. You have all these characters that he created, honoring the first man who started the movie script. It would have been really beautiful to me.
Yeah. You know what? I think that I just wonder. See, when you say that, it makes me wonder what's going to happen when Black Panther: Wakanda Forever comes out.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, I just wonder how that tribute will go. I know it'll be pull on the heartstrings, but it'll be something.
I don't know what will happen in the movie, but I will promise you one thing. At the end of the movie, it will say, in memory of Chadwick Boseman.
Absolutely,
100% it will say that.
I agree. Yeah,
I know, I, yeah, I don't know. I have my theories, but I don't feel like getting into them right now because I don't know. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do. I'm interested.
it'll definitely be interesting. I'll tell you what. I even think a Thunderbolts movie is quite interesting.
Yeah, we're getting that too.
Is it going to be a movie or a series?
I think serious.
That'll be
You
so.
know, I'm not sure.
I
I'm
think it might.
guessing serious.
Yeah.
It's going to be on Disney Plus. I ain't seen the one or the other.
How excited for it are you?
I'm pretty excited. I'm also curious to see what character they replace Wasp with.
I think they were gonna do go. Oh, you mean so you're saying Wasp is gonna join the Thunderbolts and
No,
Ant
not
Man?
Wasp. Not General Wasp.
Oh, Ross. I'm curious to know what they're gonna do with that too. Um, I don't
I
think.
would. I would have Sam Rockwell be the head of it.
I think that would.
Bring that character back.
Yeah, I heard the theory on that, and I agree with that. I think that that would work. And if he does that, I mean, we could probably get uh, what's his name, Super Adaptoid, and that would be a great character to see. I think. Oh shoot, hold on, the volume. There we go. Um, I think that yeah, I agree with that theory. I would even say that I don't even know how you put Red Hulk in this. Maybe you just sideline him in, or they make the character someone else.
Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't do Red Hulk. No,
Mm.
nobody knows the character. Nobody will. One of them put She-Hulk instead.
For the Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
I don't know because she's really more of like one of the better. I mean, unless it's kind of a thing where she doesn't realize that they're really villains. But that would be an interesting story, though. If she uncovers it, that would. If that's the route that they go, I'd be for it. To be honest.
it would be interesting. Everything okay? And he's gone again. All right. You back?
I'm back. I don't know what's going on with YouTube or this Wi-Fi connection. I don't know.
You know
But
what?
again,
Maybe it has time that maybe we should wrap up.
I
So
think we
is there
should.
anything? Is there anything else you want to go over? Or I,
You know, just be on the lookout for that. Those three Avatar animated movies that'll be coming out. That'll be cool. Whenever
yep.
you get around to watching this series. I would probably say the only other thing is, I'm getting more inclined to get Paramount Plus. I heard Halo's pretty good. I definitely want to watch Yellowstone. Uh,
And I wonder what's the offer.
oh yeah, that too. Yeah, I heard Miles Teller's really good in his role in that
Yep.
one. Yeah, you know what? Check it out. I think. Yeah, I don't want to keep having more issues, so we can end it here. It's all good,
Uh,
man.
perfect. My man, Josh, tell a good people of the YouTube space where they could find you, my man.
Guys, you can find me in the Multiverse of Geekdom Facebook group. You can find me on Twitter at The Outlawed Mime. Follow me on Instagram at The Midnight Cinema 41. Check out my podcast, Wolves of Midnight, on Spotify, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, and did I say Pocket? Anchor FM. Yes. And my YouTube channel, The Midnight Cinema. All right. Just did a few more reviews today. Got some more coming your way. I know met someone who wants to see some horror movies, so I'll start to review some of those. I'll start with
Oh,
The Black Phone, which will come out next week. And then I will relive my fears from the film The Descent. Ben, have you seen that
ooh.
one?
Nope, I'm a wuss.
Oh,
There's only certain horror movies I can do.
oh man, that one is we'll just put claustrophobic and
Gotcha.
terrifying. But,
Gotcha.
but that's where you can find me, ladies and gents.
And you all can find me at my Twitter, man_radio. Every Monday on Dissecting the Showdown right here on this channel. Every Wednesday on the Jedi Academy. Right here every Friday on the Weekly Geekdom. Every Sunday night on the Geekdom Uncut. Yes? Yeah. And you can also find me at the Northern Entertainment Group every Tuesday on Rewind the Tape and every Friday on, yeah, every Saturday on the Northern Countdown. I think that's everything. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We have all new stuff coming. Be on the lookout to join our Facebook group. And I think that's it for now.
I
So
believe that's everything.
until next week. See you all kids. Have a good weekend. See you all next time. Bye.
See you guys.